Good afternoon, Soul Embodiment Tribe. Brigette Patton here with Soul Massages. And I just wanted to talk to you guys about manifesting a little bit because I've noticed that sometimes when we're asking for something and in the past a certain technique or a certain way that you've done something, maybe you did a ritual or an affirmation or whatever it is, maybe it worked in the past to manifest something, but now this time it's not working. And that doubt and that fear that sort of comes up and bubbles up inside of you because you're wondering, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? You're thinking that maybe there's something wrong that you're doing, or maybe you're missing something. You're stressing out because you're supposed to be this leader of manifesting, or maybe you feel like you're a healer that needs to be doing work in this world, or a specific type of leader with people in your workplace, or even in your family. It could be any of these things. It's super bright out right now. The main thing about this is there's different levels of consciousness. There's different levels of consciousness that are going on all of the time. And based off of what emotion you're feeling in your body is going to tap you into certain dimensions, we'll call them, the dimensions of emotion. And each one of these emotions has a frequency, an imprint. It carries something within it that speaks to the paradigms of humanity. It actually mirrors and reflects the memory that we have stored inside of our DNA for humanity's history. It's stored in those frequencies. So when we feel an emotion inside of our body, we are really required and responsible in using our conscious awareness to shift our understanding of what we're feeling. It's our responsibility to upgrade our perspective so that we are able to understand what source and our spirit guides are communicating to us so that we can carry our mission out here on earth. If we're not paying attention at the current emotion that we're living in right now, the energy in motion, that's the energy that's we're experiencing in our body, the sensations, the feelings, the emotions that we're feeling in our body, and we're interpreting our reality based off of that feeling. So when we're interpreting what we're feeling, we're going to have a perspective about that emotion. All of us here, and especially the people that are listening to this video and that are in this group, you guys are here for on a mission to up-level emotional intelligence, meaning the way we understand our emotions is going to be seen differently by future humans than it is today. The labels that we give our emotions are going to look different because the way that we experience them is going to change. And that's what I help my clients do. That's what I help you guys do in this group. That's why I do what I do, because my mission here is for you guys to be able to feel everything that you're feeling with intention so that what you're feeling can be carried out in a mission. And the way that our spirit team gets our attention is it draws things in that are going to get our human brain's attention. And if it's a judgment or an expectation or something that we're carrying around inside of us, it's got to be illuminated for us somehow. Our understanding of what that is different for each one of you. And that is why I offer sessions, and that's why I do the mentorship program, because it's an entire journey that's designed just for you. Each one of us has been given a piece of the puzzle. We're meant to complement each other. We're meant to be in a community because we're not meant to do it alone. That's not the objective of humanity. We're meant to be here in a community and working together towards a greater goal, towards a greater good. However, you have to be so grounded in who you are and so authentic in who you are that when you get to these higher dimensions of energy, it's really easy to be pulled into somebody else's energy field because we become so powerful and strong in our mission here, because we become so embodied with our soul. So we become like a giant magnet. And if you don't understand at one dimension what it is that you're supposed to be doing, you're not going to be able to be moved forward until you get that piece of the puzzle. So when you start doubting yourself and you start thinking that what you're manifesting isn't the right thing, and you start judging it and thinking that it's right or wrong, then it prevents you from gaining the wisdom from it. That's what we're here for. We're here to interpret energy. Everything external, all the physical stuff, that's all a bonus to being here on earth. That's all a bonus to being human and having this human experience as a soulful being. So when things start, the stakes get higher and we're manifesting and using with higher amounts of energy, if we're not using our full capacity, Spirit's going to, challenge you in ways that are going to push you to manifest in new ways. Because if that's what you're used to, and that's the thing that gets your attention, then that's what Spirit is going to, in essence, pull back from you, so to challenge you to do something different, to look at something in a new way. Because all it's doing is it's giving you the opportunity to be more authentic. It's giving you an opportunity to discover who you are without all of these external things. And that's why it's so important to be tapped into your emotions and your feelings, because that's the one thing that you always have with you. When we talk about that inner blueprint and that information that's carried with you, that's your emotions, guys. You're always going to have emotions. Your understanding of these emotions and these frequencies are going to shift at every level of consciousness. No matter how good you are at interpreting this part of your reality right now, no matter how good you are at it today, tomorrow, as your consciousness expands and you start to take in other parts of the universe, it's going to change. You're going to have to do things differently. You can't keep doing things the same way all the time and expect to continue to evolve. And I'm not going to say and expect different outcomes, because we're always getting different outcomes. We just don't always tune in to that tiny fraction of shifting that happens when each outcome happens, because we're always at a different point in our galaxy. We're always moving through the universe all the time. And our emotions are what tell us where we are in relation to the planets and the solar system and our star families and our guides and so much more. Our emotions tell us how in alignment we are to the planets and those energies that those planets bring to us. So there's so much depth in that. I just wanted you guys to understand that if you're not manifesting something the way that you have in the past, it doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It just means there's a piece of wisdom. There's a message that Spirit's trying to communicate to you, and it's going to continue to evolve. It's going to continue to challenge you and push you, because that's just where we're at in humanity right now. That is what we're being asked to do, because there's enough of us doing enough light work right now that we really have the opportunity to take humanity to that next tipping point so that we can be what we came here to be. And so if you guys want to go deeper on this, you know how to reach me. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Mwah. I love you.